Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you'll join me tonight in sharing another selected, slightly embarrassing story from my past. Lately, I've been thinking a bit. How do you feel about me after hearing this story? Has your impression of me changed a bit? Or have you not changed at all? It doesn't matter either way, please let me know your impression in the comment. I feel like I'm taking to you all by myself all the time, and I'm a bit lonely. I'm sorry for being so selfish. Well, this time I'm going to tell you a story from my past, which is a bit embarrassing or not so good. When I was a university student, I bought a lot of beautiful clothes and nice cosmetics because I wanted to look good for men. I didn't have enough money at all, and although it was embarrassing, I was in debt. First I borrowed from the bank, then consumer credit, and then I was so overwhelmed with repayment and that I couldn't do anything about it. I also had a part-time job and got a job, but I couldn't lower my standard of living despite my debts. Even though I had no money, I bought more and more new clothes, thinking that the amount I could borrow from my debts was my savings. That's why there was so many clothes in my selfie. When I had real problem paying back a loan, I recruited a man on a message board and began his free doll in exchange for money. I repeated this several times, but I still couldn't pay back the money at all. I discussed this with one man with whom I once had a relationship. He promised to lend me a sum of money, and in return he determined to see me again. He demanded to see me again. I had nothing to lose. I ran to the car where he was waiting for me, hoping to get a large sum of money. He picked me up and we went to a hotel. It was a nice, spacious hotel with a pool table. I forgot about the money and let myself get excited about the room. I was worried that he would treat me in a strong manner, but he didn't. He was gentle with me from start to finish. He sat me down in a chair, complimented me, and then he instructed me to put my feet up on the chair. He had a camera in his hand. I was being filmed. I feel elated when I am filmed. He filmed all my expression of joy as he separated me as a second. He handed me something that looked like a cigarette, saying, "Smoke this." I smoked as instructed. I felt vaguely pink in the back of my head. At his instruction, I undid my underwear and moved my hand as he instructed. His camera moved closer to my enlarged and important part of my body. I felt embarrassment and pleasure as a man at the same time. I moved my hand harder than he instructed. He then instructed me to sit backward. I did as he instructed and turned my buttocks towards him, and he gently touched them. I couldn't see anything about where he was touching, but as he gently caressed my precious spot, I began to feel like I wanted to give him everything. Next, he and I moved to the bathroom. I wore a negligee as he had instructed. He went straight to pouring hot water over my lower body and then shaved off my old unwanted hair. He filmed all of this as well. I was so happy to have my lower body treated with such care by him, and I complied with his order to put on the muzzle without feeling any discomfort. After putting on the muzzle, he ordered me to put the collar as well. I obediently complied, got down on all fours, became his bed, and walked behind him to the bedroom. The bed was round. I was laid right in the middle of it. He fixed the camera in place and took great care to ensure that my whole body and his action were in the frame. I was ordered to keep looking at the camera. As I obeyed, I had no idea what he was doing to my lower body. All I knew was that he was making love to my lower body with all of his mouth. I stared at the camera for the entire time as his soft lips and tongue made love to all of me. The video that was filmed was later given to me as a gift, but the look on my face, his action, it was enough to connect my mind and body to him later. I did the same thing to him. He enjoyed my lip and tongue with a happy expression and voice. Gracious love was released into my mouth. I felt happiness all over. He looked at me happily as I drank it all up and kissed me. I went home that day feeling happy. Not only did I receive money, but I also received love. But I had a hard time paying back the money and I annoyed him a lot. Each time he called me out in a slightly scary voice and he joined my body in slightly different way than that time. I don't remember how many times we did that act. What I can say for sure now is that I have repaid all of the money and our relationship with him is over. All I have received was no love, just money and a pair of handcuffs too tiny to him. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this embarrassing story of my past. See you again in the next video.
皆さんこんばんは。今夜はちょっと笑っちゃうような、でもちょっとだけ恥ずかしい私の過去の話をお話ししようと思います。聞いた後私のことちょっと違って見えちゃったりするかな？それともそんなことあるよねって感じるかな？ぜひ気軽に感想をコメントでシェアしてね。一方通行のお話より皆さんとのコミュニケーションが楽しみなんです。さて今回のお話、それは私の大学時代のお話です。いつも綺麗でいたくて、おしゃれな服や化粧品にすごくお金を使ってしまってたんです。でも、本当に恥ずかしいことに、そのせいでお金の管理がちょっとうまくできなくて、で、だいぶお金に困ってしまったことがあったんですよね。その時、私はちょっとした借金をしてしまいました。でも、いつの間にか、その借金の金額はどんどん増えてしまって、ね、その頃の私の写真には、新しい服がたくさん写っているんだけど、みんな知ってると思うけど、実はそういう背景があったんだよね。お金がないのに、新しいものを買うのは全然やめられなくって。そして、そのことで一度相談した男性がいたんです。で、彼からのサポートの約束と引き換えに、もう一度会うことになったんですよね。私はその日、何も失うことがなくって、だから彼が乗ってきた車に駆け込んでしまいました。私たちの目的地はビリヤード台のあるとってもおしゃれなホテル。ドキドキしながらも彼との時間を楽しみにしていました。最初お金が絡むから、彼の態度って強くなるんじゃないかなって心配だったんだけれども、彼はとっても優しくって、私を大切に扱ってくれました。部屋の中で彼は私に椅子に座るように誘導してカメラを取り出して撮影かなと思ったんだけどちょっとワクワクしたんだよね。彼は私の笑顔や表情をとっても丁寧にカメラに収めてました。で、彼はこれを吸ってごらんとタバコのようなものを私に手渡してくれました。私は指示された通りに吸いました。すると頭の奥の方がぼんやりとピンク色になった気がしたんだよね。で、彼の指示で私は下着を下ろして、彼の指示通りに手を動かしたんだよね。大きくなった私の大事な部分、そこに彼はカメラを力が吸ってきたんだよね。私は恥ずかしさと同時に、女としての喜びを感じて、彼が命令してくる以上に手を激しく動かしちゃったんだ。彼は次に私に後ろ向きに座るように指示してくれました。私はその通りにお尻を彼に向けると、彼は優しくお尻を触ってくれたんですよね。彼がどこを触っているのか、 私は後ろ見てないわけだから、全然見えないんだけど、でも彼が私の大事な部分を優しく愛撫してくれたので、私はもう彼に全てを委ねたいなって気持ちになってました。次に彼と私はバスルーム、お風呂に移動しました。私は彼の指示通りにネグリジェを着用していたんだけど、彼はそのままお湯を私の下半身にかけてくれて、そして無駄毛を全部剃り落としてくれました。そういう様子もね、全部撮影してくれたんだよね。私は彼に大事に扱われた下半身を嬉しく思って、だから彼が口かせをつけるように命令してきたことにも全く違和感を感じないで下だったんだよね。口かせをつけた私に彼は首輪もつけるように命令してきてくれました。私は素直に従って四つん這いになって彼のペットのようになってベッドルームまで彼の後ろをついて歩きました。ベッドはね、丸い形をしていたんだよね。で、私はそのちょうど真ん中中央に寝かされました。彼らはすごいカメラの位置を固定して私の全身と彼の行為が全部フレームに収まるように細心の注意を払ってたのが面白かったから、私はカメラ目線で居続けるように命令されて、それにずっと従っていると、私は自分の下半身に対して彼が何をしているか全く分かんないんだよね。でも彼は私の下半身をその口の全てを使って愛してくれていることだけはちゃんと分かりました。柔らかい唇と舌が私の全てを愛してくれているその時間、私はずっとカメラを凝視していました。撮影された動画は後でプレゼントされたんだけど、その時の私の表情、彼の行為、それは私の心と体を彼にギュッと結びつけるのに十分な内容でした。その後、同じことを私は彼に対して行いました。彼はね、すんごい幸せそうな表情と声で私の唇と舌を楽しんでくれたんだ。嬉しかったな。で、彼の口の中に彼の愛が放出された時、私は全身に幸せを感じてゴクって伸びをしました。その顔を彼は私の顔を彼は嬉しそうに見つめてキスしてくれたんだよね。あの日の私は本当に心から幸せを感じて家に戻ったんだ。でも彼の問題って難しくて、何度か彼に迷惑をかけちゃったんだよね。で、会うたんびに彼の関係、彼の行為ってちょっとずつ強くなっていって、今はもう彼との関係は終わってしまっています。思い返すと、私が受け取っていたのは愛っていうよりはお金とか任務のようなものだったのかもしれないね。こんなお恥ずかしい話なのに最後まで耳を傾けてくれてありがとう。また次のお話でお会いしましょう。じゃあね、バイバイ。